Again here to Edwardsville, Illinois. Its first community arena on the campus of SIUE. Joe Pott with you for the second meeting of the year between Tennessee State and SIUE, and Tennessee State wins the tip. We're underway here in Edwardsville. Tennessee State in the blue uniforms, working from right to left here in the first half. Mark Freeman kicks it out into the corner, a three on the way, glances off the front of the rim. Long rebound is tipped back into the backcourt. Back up front for Johnson, and his shot goes. He is fouled, and he'll have a chance at a three-point play to open up scoring here today. Came right out to him, and Lamar Wright tried to establish position, couldn't do it. So Johnson goes to the free throw line. He's a 6'7" senior out of Youngstown, Ohio. He played only the first few minutes of the game, the 21st, in Nashville. He misses the free throw. It's 2-0 Tennessee State. First possession now for SIUE as Adewumi gets stuck underneath, but finds Curtis on the back door, and the ball wouldn't go. A layup missed. Tennessee State back the other way after the missed bunny from SIUE. This is Freeman, their leading scorer. And again, he was out on that January 21st game in Nashville as the shot is partially blocked and the Cougars are running. Adewumi through the lane, and he draws a foul. They'll help up the senior Mike Adewumi. So Adewumi is a 63% shooter at the free throw line. So we take a look at the starting five. The starting lineup's brought to you by Jostens, the official recognition company of the OVC. Big difference for SIUE is no Sidney Wilson, out for personal reasons here this afternoon. So instead, it's a guard-heavy lineup with Carlos Curtis and Courtney Carter, both in the lineup. First free throw is good for Adewumi, who's got another one coming. And it's good as well. Two-two game. Minute 15 gone here in the second, or in the first half rather, as the ball got away, but Freeman, rather it's Barrett, picks it off near the SIUE bench. Left side, now it's Freeman, three on the way. That ball won't stay down. Curtis rebounds for SIUE. He's a very good rebounding guard. It's not always a good thing when you have a guard leading you in rebounding, and not for the season, but for a game. But nice shot there, too. The fadeaway, and the bank was open for Carlos Curtis. Here's the Tennessee State starting five. It's also brought to you by Jostens. Freeman is their big scorer in the lineup, and as we mentioned, Shakem Johnson didn't have a lot of impact on the game on the 21st, and we've got an offensive foul called on Tennessee State. This time it was Carter who established the position. First the shot was blocked by Lamar Wright, and then Carter able to hold pat there as he takes the charge. He definitely established position. Back the other way comes SIUE. Up by a couple. Carter had it taken away. Freeman the other way for Tennessee State. And his layup is no good. That's going to be a basket interference call. Let's take a look at the series history. Series history, courtesy of Kentucky Wild, partnered with Kentucky Wild to protect wildlife heritage. We told you the Cougars won in Nashville on the 21st. All time, the series is 9-4 in favor of Tennessee State. SIUE is 2-3 in Edwardsville in this series. The reverse lay-in, no good. The tip-up, no good. Both rights came up empty for SIUE. That is one thing that has suffered greatly as Johnson goes to the basket and scores it. This is a team that came into the week as the third best shooting team in the OVC in SIUE. They have not been able to retain that shooting percentage, to sustain that shooting percentage, as Freeman glides to the hoop and lays it in high off the glass. The fatigue is showing, though, in some of the missed shots for SIUE. Good cut by Curtis. Wright on the back door, and this one will go for Lamar Wright. 6-6 game. Tennessee State as a team shooting 42% this year. SIUE 45%. That's certainly not bad, but SIUE was up over 46% at the start of the week. 6-6 game. Freeman trying to get some space. That's Johnson Rather trying to get some space, and he missed the shot. We've got a foul on Shamar Wright. Or is it Lamar? It's Lamar. Lamar Wright picks up the foul. His
Joe Hall at the line for the Tigers.
So 2 shots coming up here as Joe Hall takes the shots for Tennessee State for Johnson, and he missed his first. Doesn't have a ton of attempts this year. He's 6 out of 10 at the free throw line this year. Mattis checks in for SIUE for Lamar Wright. Second shot still to come for Joe Hall. Here it is. That one's good. 1 out of 2 for the substitute shooter, and it's a 1-point game in favor of Tennessee State. Carter will trigger in for SIUE. A little full court pressure from the Tigers. Cougars able to pass out of the pressure. There's Mattis underneath all by himself.
Michael Mattis.
Left the freshman unchecked. And the uncontested lay-in puts SIUE up 1. You can expect that more likely than not, this will be a tight game. These two teams have played tight games for the most part in recent meetings, and we'll get into that when we come back. We're at our first timeout. 15-50 was an SIUE win. That one went 85-84. 2018 was an outlier. It was a lopsided win for Tennessee State. 2017, 63-60 win for SIUE. 2016, a 45-38 win for Tennessee State. And they misconnect, or they don't connect. Mark Freeman fires a pass into the corner. Nobody was there, so it's a turnover for the Tigers. SIUE will take it back as we take a look at Penny Collins. In his 3rd season as the Tigers head coach. Cougars trying to pass out of the pressure. Cutting to the basket is Wright, but he is fouled. Made the grab, couldn't get the shot to go, and a foul is called. It's going to go against Ravel Moody.
First personal, 3rd team.
No, it's on Womack, rather.
Shamar Wright at the line for the Cougars.
Wright going to the free throw line where he's struggled mightily this year. First from the sophomore is up and good. Just a 47% shooter at the free throw line. Second shot. Too strong. Mattis pokes out the rebound. Adewume's got it. Cougars keep it alive. Adewume trying to get on the baseline. Now his pass is taken away, but it finds its way out to Mattis anyway. Handoff back to Adewume. Shot clock's inside of 7. Right at the free throw line. Turnaround, fade away, too strong. Rebound picked off by Tennessee State. And we're coming back the other way. Five minutes gone here in the first half. This is Moody. Long jumper, missed. Wright pulls down the rebound. Carter in the corner. Mattis for three. Too strong. Carter with the rebound again. Back to the basket. He missed it. Rebound is loose, and it's pulled away by Tennessee State. Moody grabbed the rebound. Womack to the basket. Misses the shot. And we've got a foul. It's an SIUE foul. It's on Shamar Wright. It's on Mattis, rather.
Entering the game for the Tigers, number 4, Shakem
Johnson is back for Tennessee State.
Also entering for the Tigers, number 11, Shaquan Barrett.
Here's Womack to the basket, trying to scoop it up. Man, I didn't see much. I saw maybe a little bit. Maybe he stepped on his foot. Not sure as we look at the replay. No shots, rather. Freeman will push it in. They double team Womack, who backed out of it, but the Cougars take it away. Curtis up front, out for Adewumi. He'll drive it into the lane, swing it back out right. Curtis onto the baseline. Curtis to the basket. Carlos Curtis.
Carlos Curtis.
4 for him. The lead is 4 for SIUE. Freeman straight away. Womack for three. Well off the mark. Rebounded by Wright for SIUE. Adewumi again. Jump stops. Fade away. No good. Mattis tipped up the rebound, and it's loose on the floor. We've got a jump, and the possession arrow will give it back to SIUE.
Entering the game for the Tigers, number 10, Monty Hall.
Shot clock at 19. Curtis triggers for SIUE. All the way out for Carter. He had a look, instead he drives. Now he's stripped of the ball, but he got it back. And he'll float it up with the right hand. The little runner will fall for Carter. The lead is 6 for SIUE. It's the largest of the game for either side. And Carter has a steal. Just a poor pass from Freeman. It went right off of Carter's shins. He'll leave it for Adewumi. Almost lost that pass. He didn't know it was coming. Adewumi's going to be called for an offensive foul. Yep. Could see that one coming. That's almost one of those old school player control fouls. And the thought there, or the idea there, is that the player is not in control of his body. As we take a look at the SIUE head coach, second-year head coach Brian Baroni. He has already guided SIUE to 5 wins on the road this year, which is the most in the Division I era for SIUE. Penny Collins, meanwhile, on the other side, is getting an explanation of some sort. Our officials today: Gene Grimshaw, Connor Mooney, James Duke.
First personal, 4th team.
Freeman will leave it on the right side. Down on the baseline it goes for Johnson, and he puts it up over the trees, lays it in. More pressure from SIUE. Just an indecision right there for Carlos Curtis, who wanted to shoot and then got rid of it. And it was a poor pass. Now Johnson on the other end spins left and pushes it in off glass. 8 points for Johnson already. Of the 10, or the 11 make it, that Tennessee State has scored. Ball's all over the place, and it will belong to SIUE.
Entering the game for the Cougars, number 2.
The decision to press, a smart one in my opinion from Penny Collins, because of the fact that SIUE's tired. Make them try to dribble it out. Make them work. Team is playing its third game in 4 days. Not to mention in a week's time, it's been 5 games now. Shamar Wright out front. They'll hand it away for Carter with 4 to shoot. Carter in the lane, got it. 4 for Carter. Lead back to 4 for SIUE. Three on the way, no good. Carter rebounds for SIUE. Carter almost lost the dribble there. Here's Polk just in the game for the Cougars. Polk through the lane, finds Mattis. Mattis couldn't get it to go. Baseline jumper that looked good, but it didn't have the touch. Tennessee State running again. They'll swing it out left for Joe Hall. Mattis guards. Joe Hall into the lane, and he traveled. Turnover for the Tigers. That's the 6th of the game for Tennessee State. Takes us back to timeout. 11:22 to play. Cougars hanging on to it. It'll be SIUE basketball coming out of this timeout. Desmond Polk, someone that Brian Baroni expected to give some more time to today. A talented guard. Came here from Linkier Prep. That is where both of the, well, where the Wright twins were. It's also where Zane Butler was, who has joined the team. He joined the team at semester this year for SIU. He was signed to come here next fall, but he decided to pass up his second semester at the prep school. Barrett backs out. Barrett through the lane, right-hand shot, no good. Tipped up, and it's still not in. Carter rebounds for SIUE. Cougars with the edge on the glass here early. Polk, good catch, but he throws it away. He saved it from going out of bounds in the corner, fired it to Barrett, and the alley-oop as Johnson flushes it home. 2-point game now. Six turnovers apiece now. And Tennessee State has turned that into 8 points. Cougars have not been able to capitalize on the Tennessee State turnovers. Polk rising up and firing it off glass and good. Both teams in the January 21st matchup were able to capitalize on turnovers. Tennessee State scored 18 points on 17 SIUE turnovers. As a 3 is too strong. SIUE scored 20 points on 24 Tennessee State turnovers. Here's Polk from the corner. Missed it, back iron. Shamar Wright rebounds. He's blocked at the basket, but he'll get it back. Now he'll try a 3. That one's no good. Carter got his hand on the rebound. It's coming this way. I couldn't pick it off either. Came right at me and I couldn't pick it off. Some athleticism on display from Tennessee State as Johnson finishes off the alley-oop just a minute ago. It's SIUE basketball now. 4 points advantage for the home Cougars. Curtis is the trigger man. He'll lob it into the backcourt with a full 20 seconds on the shot clock. And he gets it right back. Carter's got some time. He'll try a 3. That's good.
That's a 3 for the game by Courtney Carter.
First 3-point basket of the game for SIUE. Now it takes it to a 7-point game. Largest of the lead of the night as the Cougars pick off another one. Here's Curtis to the basket. He's fouled, and he almost got that shot to go. Carlos Curtis has been battling some, just I think general fatigue, but some back stiffness. He sat out a good portion of the UT Martin game with back stiffness, and you could see him wincing as he got up there after taking the hard foul. They're at the free throw line now. First shot is too strong. Carlos is a 64% shooter at the free throw line. Second effort, that's good. And another whistle. He threw his hand up like there was a foul.
Flagrant foul on Cougars, number 1, Mike Adewumi.
That's really interesting. So the flagrant goes on Mike Adewumi. I didn't see it that way, but evidently at the table they saw it that way. And neither of the free throws go.
Now in the game for the Cougars, number 42.
Green missed them both. I guess, my only guess is that they made the determination that Mike Adewumi actually grabbed hold of Green, and that's what forced that whole thing down. The two of them down to the floor. Tennessee State with the basketball, facing their largest deficit of the ball game at 8 points. Green will hand it away to Joe Hall. Joe Hall into the corner for Freeman, who wanted the shot. Backs up, lobs it in, 2 seconds. Fade away, no good. Ball is loose and run down by Linder. Joe Hall again. It's a big offensive board for Tennessee State. Freeman missed the shot. Green with the rebound, swatted away, but we've got a foul first. Shamar Wright came out of nowhere and swatted that thing into what would be. They're going to give it to Tennessee State. It'll be Tigers ball out of bounds. Evan Joyner will be the trigger man. 6'8" freshman out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Didn't see a lot of time in that first game in Nashville either. Comes into Freeman, and it's taken away. Cougars force a turnover. Bad pass from Carter, but Polk made the best of it. Carter gets it back. He'll hand it off. Michael Mattis banging. Little hook shot was short. Rebound is loose. Cougars have it back. Shot clock resets to 20. Top of the key. It's Curtis. Right wing for Polk. Curtis again. Shot clock to 8. He rises up at the foul line. Couldn't get it. Joe Hall yanks down the rebound for Tennessee State. Tigers running. No travel call there. That's what the bench was groaning about. But SIUE has another turnover. Curtis had it lost. Tennessee State almost had it, and it's out of bounds. It belongs. Again, the officials are going to have to go look at this. Looked like it was tipped to me. Nope, it'll just be overruled. Turn it over. It is SIUE basketball. Shot clock to 23. Mattis gets the inbound for SIUE. Out in the corner. The three is strong, and we've got a whistle. Going against Tennessee State.
Foul on Tigers, number 22, Josh Linder.
It's on Linder on the rebound. 5th of the half against Tennessee State. First on Linder. Cougars will take it again out of bounds. Carter's the trigger man for SIUE. In for Polk. Around for Isaiah James. James will try a three. Got it. Isaiah James makes it a double-digit lead for the first time today. It's 24-13. SIUE on top. 7 minutes to play here in the first half. Joe Hall for Tennessee State for Johnson. Johnson blocked away. Got his own rebound. That was Shamar Wright with a block that time, but he got it back. This time they feed it inside, and Linder is able to finish, and he goes to the foul line.
Foul on the Cougars, number 42, Shamar Wright. First personal, 17. Linder at the line for the Tigers.
Almost juggled it in midair right there. He's going to the free throw line now. He's a 61% shooter. Mattis got the block on that last play. Linder knocks it down. More pressure from Tennessee State. SIUE has done a good job passing out of the pressure as Wright goes hard to the basket and lays it up and in. Takes it right back to a double-digit advantage at 26-16. 6:20 to play. And a whistle off the ball. And it's going to be a foul against Tennessee State. Linder picks up this foul, his second personal. Ten-point game. Ball's pushed out of bounds, and it will belong to SIUE. Quick inbounds to Polk, and now they swing it around for James. SIUE keeps it on the perimeter. 9 seconds to shoot on the wing. Wright lost it. Ball is loose. Carter had it, and it's picked up by Joe Hall, who looked like he rolled. I thought he rolled over with it, and that's travel if he did, but that's not the case. Tigers will take it back with Freeman. Johnson up top, Lindor underneath. Linder couldn't get it to go. Polk rebounds for SIUE. Cougars can run a little bit. And Carter just dribbles into traffic. Freeman takes it away. He'll pull up and hit.
Mark Freeman.
Cut back to 8 now. James is able to swing it out of trouble. Very, very guard-heavy lineup out there for SIUE. As Wright goes strong off the glass. 5 for Shamar Wright this afternoon. Really, I would say Shamar Wright, he can play a forward spot. He has played. He's played a 5 spot in some games. But he's a big guard as Johnson with the two-hand dunk. He's a big guard. You've got point guards out there in Polk and James and Carter. And then you've got Mattis, who's playing a 5 spot. Right again, little scoop, and it won't go this time. A foul is called.
Foul on Tigers, 22, Josh Linder.
That's Linder's 3rd personal. He's going to have to check out. 4:28 to play in the first. Shamar Wright to the free throw line. Today's 1 out of 2 there. First shot good. SIUE trailed at halftime in the win in Nashville on the 21st. It was a 27-25 game in favor of Tennessee State. In fact, it's the only time this year SIUE has won when trailing at halftime. Second shot's too strong. Freeman rebounds for Tennessee State. Tigers running. Moody on the right side. Lost it briefly, got it back, goes baseline, blocked by Wright. That is the second block today by Shamar Wright. Look at that. This is his left hand, he reached back behind him. It's the fifth block of the day for SIUE, the leading shot blocking team in the OVC. They're 12th in the NCAA at more than 5 blocks a game as Wright pulls down the rebound, but he got stripped. Joyner goes back up and lays it in after Wright got stripped of the rebound. Seven-point game now with 4:05 left. Carlos Curtis will bring it up the floor for SIUE. Isaiah James. Shamar Wright trying to back in. James catches straight away. James through the lane. Curtis inside. Polk. Reverse. No good. Moody leads the charge the other way for Tennessee State. Straight away Johnson. Quick into the corner for Moody again. This is Freeman. Inside it goes for Johnson. Johnson trying to get it on the baseline, and they turn it over. Pass through the hands. Turnover number 11 today for Tennessee State. 3:15 to play here in the first half. It's SIU. Carlos Curtis will bring it up. Little stutter step. Got bumps at the free throw line. Takes it under the basket. And that one wouldn't go for him. He was at a tough angle. Got way under the basket. Johnson rebounds. He'll outlet all the way down the floor from Moody. Moody baseline. He'll dump it off. It's loose. And now stripped out of play. And it'll stay with Tennessee State.
Entering the game for the Cougars, number 11, Courtney Carter.
Is that a block or a strip? Carter back in for SIUE. Shot clock at a full 20. Freeman's the trigger. Out for Moody. Into the corner now. It's Joyner. Freeman again. Shot clock to 10 as they keep it on the perimeter. Moody, Joyner, Freeman. Freeman down the lane. Dump off for Johnson. Johnson step out in the hook shot. Tennessee State has trimmed this lead to 5, and Johnson has 17 first half points. Courtney Carter for SIUE. Carter spins, kicks out. James steps in, kicks it back. Carter for 3, got it again. Second three-point basket for Courtney Carter. Lead back to 8 for SIUE with 2 minutes to play in the first. Freeman calling out the horns play with the right hand. Found a seam, drives to the hoop, but he missed it. And he got his own rebound and put it back up and down. Actually, I think it was Moody who laid it up and down. It was. (32-26). SIUE. Mattis from 3. Too short. Curtis rebounds for SIUE. Curtis bangs it home. 7 for Curtis. Both teams doing work offensively, though Tennessee State turns it over now. It'll give it back to SIUE with just a minute 10 to play here in the first half. Shaquan Barrett into the game for the first time today. Actually, not the first time he started, but he's back in the game for the first time since leaving early. He has only played 9 minutes. James up the floor. We're inside of a minute to play here in the first. James down the lane, and he draws a foul.
Foul on Tigers, number 4, Shakem Johnson. First person, 18.
Isaiah James at the free throw line, the senior from Chesapeake, Virginia. Coming off a game in which he had a career high 5 assists. He's done that a couple of times this year. Did it against Eastern Illinois on Tuesday. With that free throw, he's 11 of 13 this year at the free throw line. That puts the Cougars up by 9. James has another come. That one's good as well. James goes 2 for 2. SIUE opens a 10-point lead up, and it's a timeout called by Tennessee State. It will be a short timeout. That's below its season average. Tigers take it in. Clock hasn't started yet. Boy, that was a really late start. Freeman with the basketball. He'll kick in the corner. Barrett for 3. Airballed it. SIUE has it back. Courtney Carter will slow things down across the timeline. Straight away for James. Now it's Curtis trying to get on the baseline. Curtis lost the ball. Picks it up. Got it into the corner for Wright. And Wright threw it away. Tennessee State has a turnover. And the big right-hand slam from Joyner. They adjusted the clock perhaps a second or two. It'll be SIUE basketball with an 8-point lead. 13 seconds to play before halftime. Cougars will try to push this out to double digits again to end the half. Carter wanted the shot, didn't have it. Isaiah James will rise up from the foul line, and he can't get it to go. It's an 8-point game as we go to halftime here at First Community Arena. 36-28 with SIUE on top of Tennessee State. It's half. A couple of three-pointers. Four of 6 shooting. He's 2 of 3 from three-point range. SIUE starts with the ball here in the second half, wearing the white uniforms. Carter tried the entry pass and it was kicked aside, so the shot clock will go back to 20.
Foul on Tigers, number 22, Josh Linder. 4 personal.
10 seconds gone, and they call a foul, actually. I thought it was just going to be a kick.
Number 12, Evan Joyner.
The foul's on Linder, who immediately picks up his 4th foul. That's a big hit. Curtis can't get it in. Finally he does for Carter, who catches right at the timeline. Here's Carter from 3. That one glances off the rim. It missed. The putback is not there, but a foul is called as Shamar Wright went down hard, and he is rubbing the back of his head.
3rd personal, 2nd team.
That foul is on Moody, who picks up his 3rd. So you've got Moody now with 3, Linder with 4. Shamar at the free throw line, and his first shot falls. He's 3 out of 5 at the free throw line today, 7 points for him. Cougars have had as much as An 11-point lead. This could take him to 10. Both shots good. Lead back to 10 at 38-28. Barrett into the corner for Moody. Moody through the lane. That looked like it was partially blocked, but a shot got away, and I think Lamar Wright got stepped on.
Foul on Cougars, number 55, Lamar Wright.
He gets whistled for the foul, so he picks up his third personal less than a minute into this one.
Joyner at the line for the Tigers.
Hard to tell. He's still favoring the one ankle. Evan Joyner at the free throw line for Tennessee State, and he missed the first. That is only his 5th attempt at the free throw line this year. He's now 2 of 5 at the free throw line. Second one's also no good. Curtis hauls in the rebound for SIUE. We didn't mention Mike Adewumi really at halftime because he didn't have a lot to do in that first half. He didn't come back in the game after being removed after the flagrant foul. As Wright with some pretty moves near the hoop. The lead goes to 12. Shamar's got 10. Freeman with it for Tennessee State. To his left, trying to get inside, misses the shot. Adewumi pulls down the rebound. Curtis almost lost the ball. Curtis to the hoop, hands it off. Mattis with the pretty finish with the left hand. 4 for Mattis. He played a huge role in the last game in Nashville. 12 points, or I should say 9 points in 9 minutes. Came in, went 5 for 5 at the free throw line, also had a block. Now the ball is loose, scooped up by Moody. They hand it off, and Joyner is fouled. Thought maybe they were going to call an offensive foul, but Carter gets called for the blocking foul instead. 2 minutes gone, and we've had 4 fouls called in this second half already. And Tennessee State has not been able to capitalize. They've missed all 3 attempts at the free throw line so far in this second half. Second effort is on its way, and that one's good. 18 minutes to play. Down to 11, the lead for SIUE. Carter pushes it in for Wright. They finally get it ahead. Adewumi streaking down the lane and lays it up with the right hand. A graceful finish for Adewumi. It's 13 points now. 17:50 left. Freeman elevates from the baseline. (44-31). That pressure continues for Tennessee State. And SIUE continues to find a way to break it. Curtis will get it on the handoff. Adewumi again into the lane. Adewumi with some contact, and the rebound hauled in by Joyner after the miss. Long outlet pass out onto the wing for Freeman. Freeman's going to take on Carter, and he's blocked. Shamar Wright got his hand on it. At least it was swatted. I don't know that it was an actual shot. 12 seconds in the shot clock. Freeman again. Baseline for Johnson. That one wouldn't go, and Wright hauls in the rebound for SIUE. That's the 8th rebound for Shamar this afternoon. Carter left it short. Curtis rebounds. Shamar Wright to his left. He left it short. Mattis rebounds for SIUE. 2 big offensive boards for the Cougars. And the play continues. Carter to his right, swings it back. Right for Adewumi. Pulls up and hits. It's a 15-point advantage for SIUE. 16 minutes to play. SIUE had a 15-point lead at one point in Nashville in the 21st. And Tennessee State answered with a 15-point outburst. Timeout called by Penny Collins, and Tennessee State will take us to break. 40. SIUE pushed the lead to as many as 15. It's 13 right now after a Tennessee State timeout. Pressure, as they've done all game. The Tigers continue the full court pressure, and they double Adewumi. He's going to have to find a way out of it, and he throws it away as Johnson yanks down the errant pass. That's what Tennessee State wants to happen out of the pressure. The Cougars have been good up until that possession at breaking the pressure. Now they take it away the other way. Adewumi with a steal. Adewumi with the... Oh, couldn't finish. Carter rebounds, though, and we've got a foul. It's going against Evan Joyner, who was over the top of Courtney Carter. So Joyner picks up his second personal. Outs there, so not much of a change. It will be SIUE basketball following the Tennessee State foul. Trigger in for Carter, and now it's Wright. Tough angle, and that one spun out for Shamar Wright. Tennessee State takes it back, trying to cut into the SIUE deficit. It was 8 at half. It's been double digits since the start of this second half. Carter almost dribbled the ball away from himself. He almost crossed himself over. Here's Curtis now. Curtis to the basket. And he got it, and he's fouled. Amory Womack is going to be called for the foul.
Foul on the Tigers, number 3, Amory Womack. Second personal, 14.
Good finish here. Finished that with his offhand, falling away from the basket. Now he's got a 3-point play opportunity and a chance to get into double digits himself, which he does not. You could hear the collective groan from the SIUE bench. That ball spun on the rim, but it ultimately popped out. Backdoor cut and a dump off, and Johnson finishes for Tennessee State. The cut was nice from Moody, and the dump off was even better. Curtis. Some tight defense played by Womack. Curtis in the lane, right hand shot, no good. Rebound yanked down by Johnson. Tennessee State back the other way. Here comes Freeman. Freeman to his right. He goes underneath. They double team Johnson, and he gets out of it, and he's got 20. .13:50 left as Carter brings it across the timeline. Courtney Carter. Adewumi. And now Curtis. Shot clock to 5, and Shamar Wright drives right into Evan Joyner, who is whistled for the foul. His second personal. Johnson has been so good for Tennessee State. He gets out of the double team right there.
Entering the game for the Tigers, number 13, Mason Green.
Mason Green will check in for Tennessee State.
Also entering for the Tigers, number 10, Joe Hall.
Joe Hall is back in as well. Desmond Polk is the trigger man for SIUE. He's just in the game. Courtney Carter right on the baseline. In trouble. Runner no good. Mattis pokes the rebound out. Here's Polk. Polk to the basket. Too strong. Mattis had his hand on that one too, but they couldn't hold on to it. Tennessee State could take this back down to single digits. Freeman underneath. The shot wasn't there. Polk hangs on to the rebound for SIUE. Adewumi trying to get it to Mattis, who is cutting from the left. And we've got a timeout called by Tennessee State. So the Cougars with a costly turnover. It'll be a 30-second timeout. It's on Saturday against UT Martin. They blocked 11 shots earlier this year against University of Health Sciences. That tied a school record. The lead is 11 as Tennessee State has it back. Freeman out on the perimeter. Carter guards. Now they give it back to Johnson. He kicks it all the way out for Womack, and his three is no good. And we've got a foul. It's going against Shakem Johnson. It was over the top of Michael Mattis. So Tennessee State gives it back, and there's a foul call. And the Tennessee State head coach is upset about it. Was there a tech? They assessed a technical foul on Amory Womack. I'm not sure what he said or what he did. Adewumi at the free throw line. First shot is good. So just the one free throw awarded, but SIUE will get the ball back. It's another one of those, I think officially it goes in the stats as a Class A administrative technical foul, but I don't know what the infraction was. Here's Polk for SIUE. Trying to get down the lane. Finds Wright on the baseline, and Wright's blocked by Mason Green. Shamar gets a taste of his own medicine, and SIUE will take it out of bounds. And Green came out of nowhere to block that shot. 8 to shoot. Carter spins. Right, blocked again. It was Green again. Carter at the horn, got the shot away. The ball is loose, but Tennessee State comes away with it. Green's got it, back to the basket, posting up against Adewumi, trying to get to the baseline, and he commits the offensive foul. So Mason Green gets whistled for the foul. That's his second personal. Jeff Bailey, Cody Campbell, and our entire ESPN Plus crew doing a fantastic job as always. Nathan's in the studio at 88.7 The Sound on the radio side. Appreciate his work as well. That's a travel on Shamar Wright. He knew it. He got trapped again. As I mentioned, for the most part, SIUE has done an okay job, a decent job with the press. A couple of times they've been caught. Tennessee State's got it back. Mark Freeman comes out to get it. Started the day 8th in scoring in the OVC at just about 15 points a game. He's a little more than halfway there today with 8. That pass is knocked away, but Womack gets it. He fires, and they won't get a glance to the rim. So a shot clock violation on Tennessee State. Polk will push it in. Adewumi will try to bring it through the press. And he dribbled it out of bounds, and that's back-to-back possessions that SIUE has turned it over. The Cougars will face Belmont on Saturday and then EKU on Monday here. And EKU is a very high-pressure team as well. Moody passes up the three, drives instead. Trims the lead, down to 10, and SIUE throws it away. That's 3 straight possessions that SIUE has turned it over under the pressure of Tennessee State. The Tigers will take it back, and again with a chance to get this lead inside of single digits. Both teams with 15 turnovers today, and Tennessee State making the most of the turnovers. Now 18 points off of turnovers this afternoon. Desmond Polk will just try to dribble out of traffic. Cougars get it across the timeline this time. It's an 8-point game with 10:23 to play. Curtis underneath. Wright was stripped. The ball's out of bounds. It will belong to SIUE. 8 seconds on the shot clock. You wonder if Brian Baroni isn't considering a timeout at some point here. The inbounds comes off the back of a Tennessee State player, and Curtis went down hard going to the basket. Watch this inbound play here. He inbounds it, got it back, but just couldn't get the shot away. And now SIUE is in the double bonus. Or they're in the single bonus. They'll be in the double bonus before long. That's the 8th foul. So Curtis with a 1-and-1 opportunity. First free throw is good. This is probably a 2-shot foul anyway. I think it's a shooting foul. Third SIUE player in double digits. Curtis, Carter, and Wright all have 10 this afternoon. Second shot not there. Rebounded by Womack for Tennessee State. 9-point game, 10 minutes left. Ravel Moody on the left wing. Moody trying to get down the lane, and it's on Shamar Wright. Lamar Wright was pursuing. Desmond Polk reached in, but I guess Shamar did as well. .10:05 and counting. Womack at the foul line, almost walked. Hands away to Johnson with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson back out onto the perimeter for Freeman. 5 on the shot clock. Moody fires, missed. It was too strong. Womack rebounds for Tennessee State. Big offensive board for State. Joe Hall couldn't get that shot to fall. Curtis rebounds for SIUE. Tennessee State backs off the pressure. Carter. Shamar Wright, 3-pointer coming. It missed. Rebound is loose. Lamar Wright corrals right back to the basket, and he couldn't get it to go. And Moody's got it for Tennessee State. Here's Freeman in the corner. A 3 coming. That one's good. Womack knocks down the 3. Tennessee State is within 6 as the Tigers continue. They've missed 8 straight field goal attempts. Carter in for James now. And Isaiah James. Carter ahead for Lamar Wright. Here's Carter again to the basket. And the reverse is no good, but a foul is called.
Foul on first personal, 19.
There's Lamar Wright's finish, or a possible finish, and you can see on that play, Carlos Curtis got tangled up, and he is being attended to on the sideline now. You can see it just under the basket there as athletic trainer James Mays does some work on Carlos Curtis. Courtney Carter misses the first free throw. He's got another one to come. This is his first time to the line in today's game. Second shot is there. And still, the only points that SIUE has been able to put on the board in nearly 6 minutes have been at the free throw line. Since they had a 15-point lead, which is now 7 with 8:40 to play. Freeman. Moody. Stab steps, keeps it on the perimeter, got it poked away. Desmond Polk forced a turnover. Here comes Carter, out for James. James to the foul line. Picked up his dribble and he got stuck. Finds Carter again, and a blocking foul. Count the basket. Carter with the basket and a blocking foul. Good find from Isaiah James. Freeman gets whistled for the blocking foul. So the first field goal in about 6 minutes for SIUE. And now Carter makes it a 10-point game again. So that's what part is frustrating if you're Tennessee State. You've done what you needed to do. SIUE has not been able to shoot the ball well, has not been able to knock down anything from the field. But yet you find yourself down 10 again as Lamar Wright picks up a block. Left corner for Moody. Inside for Johnson. Johnson trying to post up. Spins twice. His shot won't go. Lamar Wright rebounds for SIUE. Carter the other way. Leaves it for James. James down the lane. James shot goes. Isaiah James. 7 for him. Lead back to 12 for SIUE. 7.5 minutes left in regulation time. Freeman swings it out, and James takes it away. Another turnover for Tennessee State, 17th of the ball game for the Tigers. And SIUE can afford to back it out, eat a little clock. Carter will hold it on his right hip as the shot clock ticks under 15. Carter floats it up, right-hand shot, well short. Womack rebounds for Tennessee State. Womack to the basket. Amory Womack now with 5. The lead is 12 for SIUE. Here comes Courtney Carter, out for Polk. Firing from 3, no good. Put back is there from Shamar Wright. 12 for Shamar Wright. .626 left. And a whistle. It's on Isaiah James. It's going to take us back. State came out early in this second half after picking up his 4th personal foul. Freeman across the timeline. Tennessee State goes to work down 12. Inside-outside play. Womack swings it for Joe Hall, whose 3 is nowhere close and out of play. It'll give it right back to SIUE. That is the 18th turnover today for Tennessee State. Joe Pott with you from First Community Arena. It's the first of 2 today. We'll have women's basketball for you coming up 5 o'clock Central Time. James is going to be whistled for travel, I think, or an offensive foul. Maybe he just lost it out of bounds. Maybe it was neither of the two. I think that's all it was. He went down, lost it out of bounds. Here's a three from the left. That's another air ball. And another turnover on Tennessee State. A little bit of pressure, not like we saw early from Tennessee State. Polk thought about the pull-up three there, but he pulled it back instead. 5.5 minutes just about to play here in the second half with SIUE on top by 12. James comes to get it between the circles. Shot clock down to 3. James traveled. He realized that the shot clock was running down, and he tried to get himself anyway in position to shoot, and in the process he traveled. 5:22 left. SIUE gives it back to Tennessee State. It's now 17 turnovers apiece. I guess the air ball doesn't actually go as a turnover. It just goes as a defensive rebound. Another shot block there, and SIUE takes it back. That was Lamar Wright with the block. 4:50 left here in regulation time. Good to see Carlos Curtis back in the game for SIUE. Lamar Wright with 4 to shoot. Wright dribbles into traffic and a jump. Possession arrow for Tennessee State. SIUE built itself a lead, and it's needed that lead to sustain some shaky offensive play here in the second half, and especially the second half of the second half. It's now 3 turnovers in less than 2 minutes for SIUE. And they were running out of shot clock time anyway. Here's Freeman. He'll step back, fire a 3, and he missed it. Looked good out of his hand. Courtney Carter splits his defenders. In the corner, Shamar Wright couldn't get it to go. Rebound hauled in by Johnson. To the basket goes Womack, who couldn't come up with it. And now we've got a push and a foul on SIUE. It's going to be on Lamar Wright. 4th personal for Lamar Wright. So Wright checks out, just 2 points, 4 blocks today. He and his brother each with 4 blocks. Shamar with 4, Lamar with 4. 4 minutes left. Carter got his hand on the pass for SIUE, and he saves it from out of bounds, but he throws it right back into the hands of Womack. Quick outlet. They give it to Johnson, the finish and the foul. Johnson finished. Mattis fouled him, and it sends us to timeout. Check this out at the free throw line for Tennessee State. A game-high 24 points for Johnson. First shot, no good. Wasn't sure at first. Carlos Curtis rebounds for SIUE. Curtis running into traffic. Ball's taken away, but a foul is called. That will put SIUE on the free throw line. Carlos Curtis will go to the free throw line. Freeman picked up the foul that time on
Curtis at the line for the Cougars.
On Tennessee State. Curtis with 10 today. He's 2 of 5 at the free throw line. First shot, no good. Today, SIUE 13 of 20 at the free throw line. Season average is 67% at the free throw line. Second shot, not there either. Could have pushed to 12, but it stays at 10. Joe Hall thought about launching the three, and he didn't. 10-point game, 3.5 minutes left. Joyner off left. Freeman fires it. Missed. The rebound there for Joe Hall. His putback is no good. And we've got a foul on the rebound. I think it's on Shamar Wright. It is. Shamar Wright picks up his third personal. So that will put Shakem Johnson back on the free throw line. 12 of 17 from the field, but hasn't knocked down a free throw yet. And as I say it, he does. He's just a 47% shooter for the year at the free throw line. Second shot is good as well. 2 for 2 to trim it back to 8 at 58-50. Carter will take it. In for Polk, ahead for Mattis. They get it across. Here's Curtis now. One dribble. Curtis lays it up and in. That was well executed to break the press and get it across the timeline by SIUE. Back to 10. 3:10 left. Joe Hall fires. Missed it. The tap in is good, though, by Johnson, who's at 27. .28 make it for Johnson. Curtis will pull it out. Shot clock to 4. Curtis needs some space. He'll let one fly, and he got it! Carlos Curtis with a big three as the shot clock was running down. The lead goes back to 11 for SIUE. 2:18 left in this one. Freeman out to the free throw line. Johnson not there this time. Rebounded by Curtis. 2 minutes left. Curtis backing out again. Johnson's career high, by the way, was 27. He has 28 today. Curtis again. Couple of stab steps. Now drives. Pushes it off glass and draws the foul. Nope. It's an offensive foul on Carlos Curtis.
Second personal, 18.
1:39 left.
Entering the game for the Cougars, number 55.
Curtis is 3 off his career high. He had 18 earlier this year at Eastern Illinois. As Mattis comes out, Lamar Wright will check back in. .90 seconds left. Joe Hall takes it all the way in along the baseline. 124 lead for SIUE. Carter will inbounds for SIUE. Carlos Curtis brings it ahead for Carter. Now Adewumi takes it to the hole, lays it off for Mattis. Mattis stuck on the baseline, kicks it out. Carter right back to Mattis. 3 to shoot. Carter a deep 3, no good. Did get the rim, but Tennessee State has the rebound. 50 seconds left. Freeman the other way, floats it home with the right hand. There's a whistle right after the bucket. 48 seconds left in regulation time. SIUE will take it back. Up 7 on the Tigers. Carter throws it out for Adewumi, who catches at the timeline and then is fouled.
Foul on Tigers, number 12, Evan Joyner, third personal.
Joyner picks up the foul. That's his third personal. Mike Adewumi to the free throw line. As I said, been a quiet day for Adewumi. 7 points, 4 rebounds for the senior. Knocks down the free throw. He's now 4-4 at the free throw line, though.
Entering the game for the Cougars, number 55, Lamar Wright.
Lamar Wright back into the game now for SIUE. Adewumi trying to extend the SIUE lead back to 9, and he does so with 47 seconds left. Freeman up front, and a blocking foul on Carter.
Foul on Cougars, number 11, Courtney Carter. Second personal, 19. Freeman at the line.
Mark Freeman to the free throw line. 10 points for him. First trip to the line today, and he hits the first. Tennessee State is only, even with that make, 6 of 13 at the free throw line. 6 of 14 make it at the free throw line today. Right out, Madison. Freeman with another shot to come. Trims it back to 7 with the free throw. Carter will take it out of bounds for SIUE. The Cougars try to hold on to this one, and Tennessee State just wants to continue to foul to stop the clock and get the ball back. Joe Hall picks up the foul this time. It'll put Carlos Curtis back on the free throw line. Team high 15. He's one of 3 in double figures for SIUE. Curtis today is 2 out of 7 at the free throw line. First shot, too strong.
Entering the game for the Cougars, number 55, Lamar Wright.
And Wright is back in for SIUE. Big deep breath for the junior from Milwaukee. Second shot on its way. It's good.
Entering the game for the Cougars.
Makes it an 8-point game again at 66-58. .37 seconds to play here in this one. Freeman pulls up for 3. Back iron no good. Rebound tipped out. Freeman will run it down. We're inside of 30 left. Freeman drives this time. Hands it off to Johnson. Johnson finishes. He's got 30, and that's back-to-back games now that Tennessee State has had 30 points against SIUE. 32 from Fitzgerald on the 21st of January. 30 here today from Shakem Johnson. 66-60, 21 seconds left, and Mike Adewumi will go to the foul line.
Adewumi at the line for the Cougars.
I said early on, these have been tight games in this series. No different here today. Adewumi's shot is good. Another shot to come for the Cougar senior. That one also good. 68-60 SIUE, 21 seconds left. Freeman up front. All the way into the lane, stutter steps, kicks out. Joyner Shot wouldn't go. Ball is loose. Rebounded again. Freeman. 3, no good. Adewumi rebounds for SIUE. Courtney Carter can dribble it out for the Cougars. And SIUE is going to win this to sweep the season series from Tennessee State. 68-60 is your final score as SIUE wins it to improve to 5-4 in